What's up, my dudes? Old Adam Cianciarulo, bro. However you want to say it. So, this video's all about good old Cianciarulo. I want to get in here and actually talk a little bit about his 450 career and kind of what he's done in 2023. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you boys think that Adam Cianciarulo is going to be able to do with his 450 career, because I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I've been worried for a couple years, but you know, obviously all that bullshit happened in his 250 career. He wasn't able to really live up to those expectations and all that hype that there was for Cianciarulo. I mean, I just don't think he really lived up to that. In the 250 class, of course, he got really close to those Supercross titles, but when you think about it, it's like Ricky Carmichael retired around the age that Adam Cianciarulo is right now. So just imagine that, dude. You know, I think a lot of people kind of tried to compare AC to RC and what is AC going to be able to do in his career compared to RC? Well, AC doesn't have any 450 championships. Does he even have a 450 Supercross main event win? I don't think he does. I know he's got some second places and stuff like that, but does AC even have a win in the 450 Supercross class yet? Dogs, I don't even know. But he's the age that Ricky Carmichael was when he retired with all those championships and all those wins and all that stuff. And you see Adam Cianciarulo's sort of class of riders like Cooper Webb that was, you know, from that similar age group. And you've seen everything that Cooper Webb has been able to do. So AC is certainly behind the eight ball here a little bit. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But, man, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to see Adam really do anything. I mean, I want to see him do it. I love AC. Like I've said before, he's one of my most favorite riders out there. I think he's awesome for the sport. He's like a legend that still hasn't really had the results to be considered a legend. It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's like, I don't know, it was just like so expected for him to do it that it just, I don't know. The injuries started messing him up. He obviously went out there and won his first 250 Supercross main event ever, which was legendary. That was amazing, don't get me wrong. But as far as the 450 class, I mean, he looked pretty good there at the beginning. Like, I remember him getting, I think, like a second place finish there on his first 450 Supercross race, so he almost won that one too, and I think it made everybody think, okay, we're going to see like a whole different AC in the 450 class, you know? He's going to be like a totally different rider. Oh, fuck, dude. This sucks that I even have to say this, but it's so true. Like, everybody was thinking, okay, now AC is going to be AC, you know what I mean? Everybody was thinking that when he went to the 450 class and had a couple of good results. But, oh my gosh, as the years have went by, he really hasn't been that much different in the 450 class than the 250 class. It's been a lot of crashes, a lot of injuries. I don't think he's finished an entire Supercross season in the 450 class yet. He's already missed some races this year. I really thought this would have been the year that he might finally would have at least made it to every single main event. But nope. Nope. But he just keeps doing the same thing, man. I mean, I know these guys over at Cowie, like, love Adam Cianciarulo, but it just gets to a point where I just don't know how much longer he's going to be on that, man. I really don't. And I don't know how much of a comeback he can really make. Like, it's sad, but this is the truth. This is just sometimes the way these careers go down, man. Spency boy getting psyched out by the rut. That rut gets pretty deep right there, bro. Spency boy get on the rut. You're pretty deep, right, bro? So, I don't know, dude. It kind of like saddens me, frustrates me a little bit. Just like, why can't AC figure this shit out? He's obviously got the speed. He's obviously got the talent. I mean, he knows how to win. He won his first 250 main event ever. Like, it ain't like he don't know how to win. But all of those injuries, from what I've heard, I think it's more of the, like, numbness that he gets in his hands or his arms or whatever it is from, like, previous, some of his previous injuries that he's had. I think that's definitely bothered him a lot. But it seems as if Adam Cianciarulo, like, he'll be good at the start, the first half of a main event, but then it's always that second half where he falls back. Regardless of how good of a start that he gets, he can still run up there at the fastest dudes at the beginning. He's proved that again this year quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's when you get to the last half of the main event, you got to be able to finish the race. And a lot of these boys just beat and bang their bodies up to the point where they can't finish the race. They can't stay as the same kind of rider. They just, I don't know, man. I don't know, but Spency boy cutting that finish line jump tight, bro. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think that Adam's going to be able to do in his 450 career. I know there's still a lot of people that are hanging on to some thread of hope for AC that he's going to be able to turn around and do something. I don't know. I mean, I was saying that for like the past 3 years, man. It starts to get to a point where you just got to wake up. You got to wake up and smell the roses right in front of you, dude. You know what I'm saying? These are getting a little bit stinky. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know. I mean, everybody just thinks, well, if AC goes to a different bike, then maybe he can really do something. Or if AC does this, then maybe he can really do something. Bro, I don't think it has anything to do with any of that kind of stuff. I think it's literally just AC. It's AC. It's the injuries that he's had that is still physically affecting his body. I don't know if there's something that he can just change like bikes and it totally change his results. I just don't necessarily believe that because, like, he's got the speed. He can show you he can go fast on the bike. But it's just like, it's the injury bug, man. And I think at this point with Adam Cianciarulo, it's starting to play into his mind, That thought of like, oh man, I'm sitting here damn near about to repeat exactly what I did in that 250 class. That's getting ready. Getting a little ready, buddy. But you see what I'm saying, though? I think at some point it does start to play on his mind because he had the 250 career that he had. Like, I don't know. I think there's a big part of it that's mental. We're seeing it with Chase Sexton right now. He's just crashing. Little more crashing. Can we get some more crashing? And with AC, it's the same way. It's like, AC, please, for the love of God, just finish all the rounds. Just please. We don't care if you're getting 8ths, 9ths, 10ths, 6ths, 9ths. I think I just made up a number. But anyways, so we're good with that, but you need to finish the races. That's what everybody's been saying about AC on the live broadcast. Well, he's in recovery mode. As long as he can finish the races, he's doing something, But he can't even do that, and he can't even finish on a podium. Like, you know what I mean? If you can't make it to all the rounds and you can't finish on the podium at all, that puts you in a pretty bad spot. And when you've done that for like 3 or 4 years, it really puts you in a bad spot. We got all kinds of guys coming up through. It's basically when is Kawasaki going to give up on their golden boy? That's basically what it is right now. And then it turns into, what can AC do when he goes to a different bike or whatever, But, man, there's so many fast kids coming up through right now. He's going to have to go in there and really battle with guys like Chase Sexton next year in Supercross. Cooper Webb's still going to be there. You got Jason Anderson that's still going to be there. Anderson been talking about he wants to make his career last. Now, when you talk about AC, I mean, yeah, he's not super old in the grand scheme of things, but if you've seen the results and you've seen what he's done, I'm not saying he can't go out there and win a main event. Like, yeah, he can in the 450 class. But to be like a 450 champion, I know Mitch Payton was kind of talking about that a little bit. When AC won his 250 outdoor championship, Mitch was talking about, like, I think I'm looking at a 450 Supercross champion. Whew. At this point, that's a stretch, bro. That's a stretch, daddy, bro. Like, I'd kind of be surprised if Adam could win a 450 Supercross championship at this point. I think he was second in points that year that they didn't have all of the rounds of the outdoor series when Osborne won the 450 class. When they only had like 9 rounds instead of the full 12, which was kind of a weird asterisk, Lucas Oil Pro Motocross season. But AC, I do believe, was runner-up on that in the 450 class, if I'm not mistaken. So, weirdly, he's gotten kind of close to that before. But in Supercross, I just think there's too much action. There's too much going on. There's too much pressure. There's too much... Whatever it is, it's just causing it where AC just can't finish all the rounds. He can't stay on the bike. He can't keep from getting injured again and again. So, I hope he does. I really do. But I just think a lot of people, they want Adam Cianciarulo to do good so bad that they just not fully seeing the truth here. You know what I'm saying? They're not seeing the writing on the wall here with Adam Cianciarulo. He ain't never going to live up to that original hype for his career. That's literally impossible at this point. The only way he could do that is if he wins the 450 Supercross Championship for the next, 5 years in a row. That's about the only way he could really live up to that original hype. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's what we've seen with AC. He may just turn into one of the commentator dudes and become really good at that. I think he would be really good at that. Really sucks, but, man, sometimes that's the way it goes in moto, dude. Sometimes the best amateurs don't necessarily always end up being the best pro champions. So... But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like every time I'm watching AC ride, it's just like, stay on the bike, brother. Every time there's a new Supercross season, it's like, well, how many rounds is going to go by before AC's out, Oh, man. Really unfortunate to see, dude. But anyways, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to come in here and talk about it a little bit. He's had some okay rides this year. But more so like he's done better at the first half of the main event, then he falls off. That's just like a repeat. That makes me think the thing with his arm going numb or his hand going numb is really affecting him. I really think there's something in there that physically it's getting him when he rides for a certain time period. A certain amount of time. He's still that same AC on lap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then it just slowly starts to become that weird new AC that can't really finish a race. So, I don't know. I think it's something physical going on. Don't know if it can really be fixed. But that's just my opinion. I really think that's getting to him to a point of, I don't know if we're ever going to see that same AC that we saw at the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know, man. I would love to see it, like I say, but I'm just trying to keep it real, as I always do. I think a lot of people are, keep trying to come up with excuses, or they keep trying to come up with, reasons why he's doing bad, or reasons why he could end up doing really good. And I just think the reality of it is we're going to see a lot more of what we have already seen from AC in the 450 class. More so than, oh my God, Adam Cianciarulo's totally different now. Now he's living up to everything. I just don't see it, man. I really don't. Like I say, that would be the coolest thing ever if he could come back and make a comeback and do all that. But in my heart of hearts, I'm just not seeing it, dude. In my gut of gut feelings, I'm just not seeing it, bro. Like I say, he can go win a main event or two, maybe. But I think that's about all you're going to see out of Adam Cianciarulo for the rest of his 450 career. Moto and Supercross is rough, man. It's not guaranteed. No matter how good you are as an amateur, no matter how much time you put in, no matter how much you want it, no matter how much it seems like you're going to be the next big thing, there's a lot of variables. There's a lot of things can happen. And there's not a whole lot of time to make up for it or prove yourself or stay on a factory team. There's just not, man. So, like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll be back to streaming tomorrow. Be sure and stay on the lookout for that. But either way, big dogs, later, dudes.